YouTube? It's Ray again with Story Adventures. Alright, on this adventure, we've hit the 10-hour mark for the 850, so it needs to get its oil changed. For the first oil change, get the brake-in oil out, and so forth. So, we're going to get after that. Got the pan underneath, got the oil from Can-Am up there, got the oil change kit for the 500cc or more 5W40. You look at that. You can get that at your local Can-Am dealer. Boy, that OMD gas cap, it really does look good. And the shifter. Alright, so these are a little bit different than the 17 had. Let's see. There's actually screws. I think there's 1, 2 right up underneath there that you've got to undo, and then pull all the pins. We'll pull these pins, pull both of those up in there if you can see them. There's one behind there too, looks like. Yeah, 2 there, down there. Okay, bust that one loose. I'm gonna go ahead and pull all the floorboards out of the way, and that way it makes it where it looks like I'm gonna have to pull this piece out too. But we'll see. I may be able to, once I get that out and get the floorboard out of the way, be able to get to the oil filter. I believe on the 17, I don't think it has this. I think it's just cut straight off. Same thing on the back side here. A little harder to see because of the lighting, but screw there, screw there. There's also back here, there's a 10 mil, so I had to take that out. Push pin right there, and then another one right there, screw, and then you got your bolts in the floor. Those are all recessed in there, so we'll get those busted loose and get these off. So I will put this on a time lapse and let y'all watch me at work, I guess. So enjoy. Right, I forgot to do this. So the bolts down there for the floorboards, those are 10 mils. One that goes right here, that I believe is a T30. Yeah, T30. And then these are T25s, Torx. All right, that way y'all know that. Hopefully it'll help somebody out. Alright, to get to this bolt that's back here in the back that holds the floorboards to the frame. Okay, you got the bolt there, and then right here, right on the tip of my finger for focus, in there, little silver nut, that's the backing, that's the nut, so you gotta get a wrench on there. It should be 10 millimeters as well. Watch it, because it will drop down there where you can't get. Go ahead while we're here, check all our boots, make sure they're all tight. Ooh, look at that. That was a good upgrade. Yep, there is your, that's where your oil filter's at. Your dipstick for your oil fill, your oil level, and your fill port for your oil. So we'll be pulling the floorboards off now, and then we'll get back to the rest of it. Getting down there to drain the oil. I like to use a stubby 10 mil on there. busted loose. I'm gonna go ahead and crack the fill plug. There should be a copper or brass washer. Well, it's not really, but there's a washer on there you gotta watch for. It's right here. It came off with the plug. Sometimes they won't, so you gotta make sure that you're not going to double up on that. I'm gonna pull this all the way out so it gets good drain. Makes plenty of a mess everywhere. This next one will really make a mess. It is T30, so you can use a T30 or you can use a socket, whichever one you want to use. It's up to you. I'm not going to use an electric ratchet on this. And that one I have to use an extension for. Okay, those are broke loose. So now that they're broke loose, I'll use my electric ratchet and zip them off real quick. Careful of that cover. All right, so that's gonna make a little bit of a mess. Oil looks good and clean though. I don't see any shavings in the, that's to be expected from break-in oil. Get that cleaned off. I'm gonna get this cleaned off real quick. I think it'd be pretty cool if somebody made a billet dipstick for these. Maybe they do. I'll have to look into it. I know you don't want to put steel in there. Aluminum on aluminum is not a bad thing. I know why they do the plastic, but a billet dipstick would be pretty cool, I think. Let's break into the kit and see what the kit's got for us. Right, just like that. Kit's got an oil filter, right? So it also comes with a half a quart. Don't think we're gonna need that one. If I remember right, these are like 2.1, so we might need a little bit of that. But we're gonna check it as we go. Comes with the full quart, okay? Another full quart. Then it comes with a new crush washer there and a new crush washer there. Pretty sure that's probably for like the 500s, but I know the 850 now and the 1000 both use the bigger one. I'm going to replace it, but I'm also going to keep my old one just in case something happens. In a pinch, if I need it, I can reuse it. The O-ring is for your oil filter cap, so I have to put that on there, oil it up. That way it makes a good sealing surface. So we're going to do the same thing here. I'm going to go ahead and get a little bit of oil. So I'm just going to get a little bit on my finger, and I just want to rub it all over that rubber. That way it'll seat on there better. It's a little lubricated. It'll go on. There's as you can see up inside of there, there's a little jut out. I don't know what you want to call it, kind of like a barrel that sits on. So we're going to put this in, push it on. That one's in. Now we're going to open this up, get our O-ring. Again, here I'm going to put some oil on my fingertip, and I'm going to put it right here on this O-ring and oil that O-ring up, give it some lubrication. Then we're going to put it right here on there. We will try not to knock y'all over. You want to do these evenly. You don't want to tighten one way down hard and tight and then try to bring the other one. You might, since this is aluminum filter cap, it may actually distort, and then you won't get a good even seal all the way around. So make sure you're being mindful of that. Just like when you're putting a tire on, you do crisscross and allow for that. I know these videos aren't very action packed, but hey, this is what gets you to being able to go and do the action stuff. You'll have fun. You got to take care of your equipment. If you don't take care of your equipment, well, you're not going to be out there riding. So, plus it's content, you know, some people, they like sitting here watching this. Hey, they might even like falling asleep to my voice or something. I don't know. Never seen it done, and you don't know how to do it, and you want to do it yourself, and instead of paying the outrageous prices at the dealership. This is all easy stuff to do. You can literally just go to an auto parts store, get you some basic hand tools, and do all this yourself, which is mind-blowing. It's mind-blowing more people don't do it. I know back, you know, way back when we used to have refrigerator repairmen and everything else that would actually come out and fix refrigerators and dishwashers and everything. Well, now that's all throwaway items. And it kind of seems like cars and motorcycles and dirt bikes and everything, that kind of stuff is getting to be that way as well, which is a real shame. It really is, because it's not hard to work on this stuff, guys. It takes a little bit of time on a Saturday, hell, in the evening when you get home. But I tell you what, though, if you're married, you got kids, and you want to get away from them for a second because your wife's nagging about the kids, or, you know, go out to the garage, go have some fun. All right, so there is a magnet on the drain plug. As you can see, there's a little bit of stuff on there. That's to be expected. It's a brand new engine that's getting broke in. So we're gonna clean that off, get that all cleaned out of there. Nothing to be scared of. That's to be expected. We'll blow it out with some brake clean. Brake clean is your friend until you have a cut on your hand, then it stings or you get it in your eyes. But now you can see that magnet's all cleaned up. Nothing in there. Just put back on. Be careful coming back up through this hole, because there's all that dirt and stuff, especially if it's an XMR. Get it in there. Start threading it in. Remember to hold your mouth right, as everybody's granddad's probably told them. And make sure you hold your breath when you're doing that. That tends to help too. Don't pass out. So that's in there now. Now you gotta be easy with that. You don't wanna strip that drain plug. You are going into aluminum block. So that stuff's brittle. Let me grab a funnel and we will fill this thing up. Got my funnel. Y'all are gonna get the close-up shots, it looks like today, if I can. Oh yeah. See how that looks. Yeah. All right. We'll put the 5W40 in. There's something satisfying about watching oil go down the hole, I guess. I don't know. I like it. Maybe this will be a new ASMR. Whoop, whoop. Too much. All right, that's one down. One more to go. I'm really hoping this, like I've mentioned before, somebody will go, man, I can do that. It helps somebody. For what dealerships are charging for an oil change, it's ridiculous. You really just need basic hand tools, some sockets, some wrenches, some Torx bits, push pin pullers. To change your diff fluids, it's literally some Allen wrenches is what you need. It's not hard, and it really doesn't take that long. I had everything sitting over here like I should. It wouldn't take long at all. All right, now we're gonna check the oil level. I'll let that sit there. Then we're gonna check this oil, see what our level's at. All right. So it's saying full right now. Well, there's not gonna be any oil in the oil filter. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to start it up for a second and let it fill the oil filter up. All right, battery died, so let's do this. I'm gonna start it up. We're gonna let the oil get filled up into the oil filter. All right, run for a second. Probably good enough. We'll check the oil again. Check the oil here. And wow, wipe that off real quick. Right down in there and get a good reading, see where it's at. All right, so it is a little low. It needs a little bit more oil, so we'll put a little bit more in. But this time around, that should actually be giving us a good reading. All right, we just got into the bottom part of the X's there in the line. I'm gonna put just a tiny bit more in there and call it good. Much better. We're about halfway up in the cross hatching, so that we're good on that oil level. All right, guys, I'm not gonna bore y'all with putting it back together. I'm gonna do that on my own. Actually, maybe going riding tomorrow solo back at Lake Murray. Give me a like, give me a subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, and comment if it helps you out. If you got questions, ask them away. Hey, if you think I could have done something different, let me know. I'm all ears. Thanks again, guys. Thanks again for watching. I appreciate every single one of y'all that actually made it till the end and all that. Give me some likes. Give me some subscribes, share, follow, hit the bell so you get notifications when we're going to be posting and all that good stuff. Really kind of excited with all this. Remember, make your story an adventure and make your adventure a story. And till the next time, guys, go make you an adventure. Go have a story to tell. It's a great thing to be able to do. Later. Peace out.